Hey everyone, it's the whole truth here. If you don't follow me or haven't heard of me before, basically I run an Instamum gossip page that keeps up with the daily drama that's happening within the Instamum community. My page is a place where everyone can submit updates and freely voice their opinions. So today's video is going to be about Courtney Michelle and her breakup with Mel Therese. Now, Mel Therese is also known as Amelia Therese, just to save everybody some confusion, and is a transgender male. If you follow Courtney on Instagram or you follow my page, The Whole Truth on Instagram, you will know that over the past couple of weeks, she has been posting some crazy stuff to her live. Heaps and heaps and heaps of posts about how sorry she is to Mel, how she's sorry that she didn't appreciate her, that she still loves her, wants to get back together, etc. She also filled out an entire packet of post-it notes with the same kind of thing and posted them all over Mel's car. And this is where it actually turned sour. Now, I'm not sure if it was Mel that told Courtney this or if it was someone else, but apparently Mel has a new girlfriend, and Mel and this new girlfriend were making jokes and laughing about the fact that she'd put all these post-its over the car, calling her crazy and things like that. Courtney responded to this by posting a picture of her with a black eye, alleging that Mel abuses her, and also the news article regarding Mel Therese and her ex-wife and the abuse towards her daughter. Now, I did share a brief outline of the story regarding the abuse with the child and also the screenshots of the news article on my last video for the recap for The Whole Truth. But if you want to look it up, if you Google Amelia Therese child abuse, it'll actually come up for you so you could read the whole article yourself. So this is the caption that she posted with the black eye. Next month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I never would have thought I'd be fighting so much for this cause, as I never thought that my ex and I would ever be in the spot we are in now. But here we are. I gave everything, and when I started getting mistreated and talked down to so frequently, I started not caring about what I was doing wrong in their eyes, because there was no point, it felt like. I'd already been assaulted before, and I was going to get told I was trash either way. So I stopped caring and started being spiteful. That's when this person flipped the whole thing around on me, slandered me into being the bad guy and trying to scare me into not speaking about what we had been through together. Now here I am, still fighting for this person to understand that they need help, while all their friends and family watch them continue the same toxic cycles that got them into this spot in the first place and not encouraging them to get help for themselves. I decided that legal action was the best way to address this. I love you. I always will, even when you've completely broken me. But what you have done is not easily forgivable. You deserve a healthy life. You deserve a healthy relationship, and you will only do that if forced. Because as of right now, you believe you are not the issue. You believe you don't need counselling. You believe you don't need medications. But I know what getting my own mental health on track and managed has done for me, and I want you to live that stability as well. Despite how you broke me and left me, even when you swore up and down you would always work on being healthy with me, when you slandered my name to your friends and family and made me out to be someone I'm just not. I want you to be healthy. I wanted us to be healthy. But if you won't allow me to be honest with you and encourage you to get help when you need it, and are in that much denial, then I can't force you. But I will try to get you to a spot where you can never hurt another girl's soul the way you absolutely destroyed mine. So I'm not going to lie, when I watched Courtney's stories, I was like, wow, she's fucking crazy. Like, this is insane. But then after watching her lives and stuff, I kind of felt bad for her. Like, I really did feel bad for her, because it's kind of becoming apparent that Mel has been gaslighting her this entire time. Like, she is loving the responses that she's getting. So I'm going to insert this live here, and this is the one that made me think, and even though she does come off as like, absolutely insane in it, you can kind of tell that this is a response. Like, this is like a knee-jerk reaction to gaslighting. So watch this and tell me what you think. Oh my God. Hello, guys. Hello. What? Shiloh, I'm not talking to you. If I need to talk to you, I will say your name. I've told you this before. I will call your name if I'm talking to you, okay? All right? Okay, I need you to answer me when I'm talking to you, is what I need. Hey, guys. Shiloh, I'm going to close the door so you don't think I'm talking to you for right now. I'm not talking to you, so just watch your sweetie. I'll be right out. Okay, guys. So, I know it sounds similar, but she honestly, she knows that I'm not talking to her. She's just asking because she wants to be involved in the conversation, and I keep telling her it's an adult conversation. So she's like upset that she's not allowed to like be in here and like listen to it. But I'm breaking out, and I cried off all my makeup at work because today, guys, I got fucking served with a protection order. And here's the funny thing, guys. I can prove that everything he said in his report is 100% false. So, first of all, the proof he gave was my domestic violence page that I was harassing him, apparently. But, number one, you can't prove that this was even me. So, you can't prove I was on the other one on the phone, you know? You can't prove that, so good luck with that. Second of all, it's not illegal to talk about what someone has done to you. So you look like a pathetic little bitch for complaining about it. So then he has the screenshot of me telling his sister that I can't talk to her and that I tried very hard to make it work, but I can't do it anymore. That was his other proof, apparently, that I'm harassing him, right? Then he has one from his mom, because I messaged his mom. So he has a screenshot of his mom messaging him saying, "Have you thought about a restraining order on Courtney?" He goes, "What's going on? I want to." Mind you, a couple days previous to this, he was telling me that he wanted to come smoke at my house. So you want away from me that badly that you still want to smoke at my house. See, it makes no sense. Like, the stuff that he pulls is just dumb. He, like, tries to find little things that he can catch you on that aren't even valid, okay? So what she sent to him said, it was a screenshot of what I said to her, and it says revengeful under it. Because I said, "Your son has abused me for months, and I've kept quiet and even protected him. I thought I might be the one to get him help finally for his mental illnesses and help him rid himself of his toxic behavior, but I'm done with that now. I will, however, have the decency to tell you that you might not have much more time with him outside of a jail cell. I filed charges this morning on him, and I'm waiting for him to get served," is what she screenshotted. She said that that was revengeful, and that's deserving of a protection order, because I warned her about her abusive son. Interesting. So then he claims in his report, because you have to write a statement when you fill out a protection order, he claims that on January 5th, I attacked him, right? That I attacked him first. But in the screenshot that he used for proof, he says, "Okay, I was worried because we were talking about the damage to my eye." And he goes, "I don't know. I'm worried. I really fucked you up." Here's you openly admitting that you fucked my eye up. But you're going to use that as proof, saying that I'm a crazy bitch and I'm psycho. Interesting. He said, "I see what little damage you did and what it's doing, and now it scares me." What little damage I did. Oh, Sarah, you missed it. Okay, so the best part about all of this. So, for those of you who are just now hopping on and are just now starting this, I got served with a protection order from my abusive ex today. My abusive ex wrote this statement, which in the statement claims that I am the abusive one, that I have started all of the fights that have led up to this, that all of my proof was based on a reaction, right? But in this exact screenshot that he used for proof, it says at the top, "Good, I was worried." Then it says, hold on, wait for it. You guys are going to be mind blown. "I'm worried. I really fucked you up." Look at who that is sent to. Okay. All right. So he has a screenshot that he used for proof of him blatantly saying, good. Okay. So then mind you, those voice recordings I played for you guys the other day, you remember those? He says, August 5th, that was one of the times that I had proof of him abusing me, right? Says,
She had been on edge that morning and was snapping with rude remarks, insults, a mean tone. Upon exiting the freeway, Courtney began driving 90 in a 60. First of all, I have a reckless driving ticket, so if I was really driving 90 in a 60, I would have gotten pulled over. Second off, he says that it was 11 a.m. in rush hour traffic. 11 a.m. rush hour traffic. I'm sorry, wasn't rush hour like 5 fucking p.m., not 11 a.m.? So first of all, you're a fucking liar. Like, you're just making it seem like, exactly. In this report, all of these instances in which he's talking about, I have voice recordings proving that it was the other way around. So I just called, and I want to document, and I'm posting this to my story, by the way. And I'm posting everything about him from now on my story so that people can see me literally proving myself. But I just made another report the other day about domestic violence. So here's my report. There's that it's a sexual assault domestic violence order. And here's my report from today. So I wrote a report. I called and I told them that his report is false. I also have screenshots proving that he was the one that antagonized half of this. I have over 45 minutes of voice recordings of him just ripping into me previous to all of our fights. Not only that, but I know you guys remember a specific situation back in April. For those of you who know what has gone on and have followed my page for quite a while, you know that in April, Shiloh moved out of our apartment and moved into my parents' apartment. And she lived there for 2 months. Because he claimed that it was too hard living with Shiloh, right? And so I said, well, if you're too stressed, how about, because we plan on moving in 2 months anyways, she goes and lives with my dad and my mom, her grandparents. And then when we move into our new place, she can just swap over. He goes, okay, all right. On April 1st, I wake up to take Shiloh to school. I woke up at 7 a.m., not a minute earlier. 7 a.m. I probably have text messages proving this because I probably responded to people who had texted me overnight. I got up at 7 a.m. I got Shiloh ready for school. As I'm getting Shiloh ready for school, Mel starts snapping, saying that I'm being too loud, that I'm disturbing his sleep on his day off, and that I need to be quieter. At this point, I was doing absolutely nothing wrong. I was literally just feeding Shiloh breakfast, and she was eating and talking to me. And she was using her little baby voice. So, yeah. So, when I go into her room to get her ready, I'm like, I'm not listening to this anymore. I'm not listening to you yell at me. So I walk into her room, okay? I have multiple friends that can vouch for me that this situation happened because I told everybody about it, okay? I go into her room, and we're standing there, and Mel's snapping, and her door's open, okay? This is exactly what she does. I'll show you what she does, okay? So you see my door right there. Imagine Mel is on the other side of that door, okay? So the door was open, like so, okay? I was right here. He comes walking in. Shiloh is standing right here. He starts yelling, and I'm telling him, leave me alone, leave me alone. Shiloh literally does this. She looks at him like this, and she goes like this. And she pushes the door closed, okay? When she pushed the door closed, the door immediately flew the fuck open so hard that it hit the wall. And he comes running in, and I'm not shitting you, this close to Shiloh's face. Not shitting you, like this. And he goes, you don't fucking close the door in my goddamn face, is exactly what he says to her. At that point, Shiloh is here. He is here. Here comes Courtney, okay? And this is exactly what happened. So imagine this is his face. I came from behind him like this, put my hand out like this, and pushed his face away from Shiloh, okay? When that happened, he starts screaming, you hit me, you beat me. I called the cops on myself and said, I just got into a verbal altercation with my boyfriend. He charged at my daughter. I don't think that he meant to hit her, but he definitely charged at her. I have a police report on the exact instance that you are trying to claim is my fault. I made a report that minute as I was driving her to school. I called and I told them. And then not only that, but I told them that I wasn't going to go home until my dad met me at the daycare and drove back over to the apartment with me. So, ready for this? April 1st. This is this day that he's talking about. Asked Courtney to please be quiet. No, he did not. He yelled at me. So I could sleep on my day off. This was 6 a.m. approximately. How was I awake at 6 a.m. if my alarm is religiously set for 7? She ignored what I said and got mad. I didn't get mad. I walked away from you and told you that I was over your shit. Our verbal argument led to her becoming irrational and beating me. Courtney repeatedly punched me approximately 10 times in the face. She scratched my face from pushing me, slapping me, and pushing and shoving me until I ran away. Until I ran away. You didn't run away. I fucking pushed you away because you were in my kid's face. Y'all. I can't. Like, I literally can't with all of this. Then, get this. He has a bunch of pictures, right, that he printed out of all these supposed injuries that I caused him. But first of all, they're all black. Second of all, he has a bunch of screenshots of just recently me asking for all of Shiloh's paperwork back. I know that you guys all remember how pissed off I was that I didn't get Shiloh's custody paperwork back in the bin that he just dropped off. I said, you need to give me Shiloh's paperwork. You're a scrub. You're not to have it, and you are not her father, so give it up. I can't believe you. You really are the world's biggest piece of shit. That is not harassment. That is me telling you that I deserve my own child's paperwork back. That is what that is. And you withholding it, therefore, caused the problem for yourself. You could have put it in the bin, and I never would have fucking texted you. Wow, what a concept. Then he claims that I'm harassing him, right? But he kept texting me, so I said, leave me alone. Bye, Satan. You are the worst person I've ever been with, and you've destroyed my life. You will always be just like your father, Jose. Get the pictures of my daughter off of your Instagram. Then he has a bunch of the screenshots of me messaging him all of my stuff back that I want, that I was refused to be given when I moved out. He sent me a picture, stay out of my life. Does possession of a firearm or other dangerous weapon by the respondent present a serious imminent threat to public safety? Yes, to me and anyone else she is seriously mad at. She makes open threats all of the time if you make her mad, and she has hurt me before and has tried using weapons. When have I ever tried using a weapon against Mel? Not only that, but he claims that at one point I picked up our dining room set and threw it at him. Guys, I'm literally gonna get naked right this, okay? This is me getting naked to show you how much fucking proof I have. Do you think that that is capable of fucking picking up a 4-chair and table dining room set? This is me flexing. You can see my fucking tension right here. I have no muscle. How am I capable of picking up a fucking dining room set? Okay, wow, just mind blown, mind blown. Then, unless she receives serious treatment, she will continue abusing those who love her and playing the victim so she is protected from the wrong she does.
And this is her live. I don't know if it was the next day or the following day because obviously our times are different here. But you can tell she is still absolutely reeling about it.
I guess I'll just hold you guys until I figure it out. So, For those of you who did not watch my live last night, you really need to go back and click on my story and watch the first portion of it. For some reason, the second half of it didn't get saved, so that kind of sucks. But for those of you who haven't watched that and are now on, you really need to go back and click on my story and watch the live video that I put on my story in order to fully understand this. Oops, sorry. In order to fully understand this, that's kind of what you have to do, is you have to go back and you have to watch videos from previous. But I woke up this morning so sick to my stomach over everything that's going on. Like, I'm so sick that someone could sit there and lie on my character like that, like, and almost get away with it. Like, literally have friends be supporting this person. Like, you do realize who he is, guys, right? You do realize that, right? People are always like, oh, but he seems so nice. Oh, but he seems so smart. Yeah, he's a fucking narcissist, okay? And he knows exactly how to spin everything so that you will think that he is just a god among men. And then you know what he does? You get close to him at all, and he slams down these gigantic rules for your life and starts controlling you and telling you what you can and can't do. And I mean, I used to get yelled at over posting about him because he told me that he had to check and make sure that I wasn't saying anything bad about him because of his position in Outspoken. He said, I have a reputation and I'm a public figure and I have to protect my reputation. No, what you cared about is protecting yourself so that you wouldn't go to fucking prison. And guess what? You're going to end up there anyways, because as long as you continue that toxic behavior and that cycle in your relationships, you will never win. Like, I'm so shocked that someone can be so toxic and literally mind fuck me for over a year into believing every little thing he told me. Come to find out, it's all a fucking lie. Everything he has ever told me is an exaggeration of the truth. And I'm floored that he sits there and uses the same exact words that I've been talking about him for the last 2 weeks in his own statement against me, saying that he needs a protection order and I'm a psychopath. I'm absolutely floored, guys. It's absolutely control. He didn't even make me feel like I was crazy, okay? Like, this is what he did. He didn't even start making me feel crazy or gaslighting me until 9 months ago, alright? But before that, guys, he literally, for the first year, was telling me all of these stories about his childhood and about his ex-wife and about his family. Come to find out, right now, they are all lies. They're literally all fabricated lies. It's an exaggeration of the truth, or it's him making up a bold-faced fucking lie that he did to somebody else and is now claiming that it happened to him so that he could get sympathy. That's what he did the first year. That's how manipulative and narcissistic and toxic and cunning and sly this person is. He literally lied about his childhood and his friends and what he went through in his ex-relationships over and over and over again, guys. He lied to me about literally everything. And I'm just now, after we've been broken up for a month, close to 3 months, honestly, because we weren't even really together in August. We were just talking about getting back together. But for the last month, when I haven't been talking to him at all, like, I have found out so much shit that's false or that's fabricated or lied about, and wow, like, I'm honestly shocked. He's really fucking smart. I'll give you guys that. He is very, very smart, and he knows how to make very convincing stories. And wow, if he isn't the best goddamn liar I've ever come across, then I don't know who the fuck is. Because this man literally had me mind fucked for over a year, thinking that he was always a victim, and poor Mel has just been beat on his whole life, and blah, blah, blah. No, it's all a lie. All of it is a lie. And he told his ex-wife a lot of shit, and she's told me a lot of shit, and now we're comparing notes, and it's just amazing the shit that he's twisted. And I'm gonna put you guys down for a second because my visors are blinding me, but he is such a good liar that he has the entire city of Spokane fooled. The entire city. And you want to know why? Because they don't spend every fucking day around him like his ex-wife and I did. They don't spend all that time around him like we did. I spent a year and a half straight, almost every single day with this person. And you're going to try and tell me that you know more about my person than I do just because you've been friends for a couple years? You're such a fucking liar. Like, I've hung out with this person every single day. I have proof that he lies about assault. I have proof that he makes false police reports. Like, he's done it so much with his ex-wife that she literally started telling me certain things that he had called about her on. And come to find out, it was stuff that he was doing to her and she called on him for. Not only that, but this guy sits here and says that it's all everyone else's fault that his life is the way that it is. And all you women keep fucking everything up in my life and blah, 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 and poor pity me, and I know for a fact it's posted on there. If it's not, then I'll go back and I'll do another live tonight, because I want it posted on my story every 24 hours so that it never leaves, so that it reaches as much people in this fucking city as possible at this point, because I am not allowing him to ever get close to another female to try and pull the shit that he pulled on me and Ashley. Wow. Like his ex-wife Ashley too, not the new Ashley. The new Ashley and him had a falling out apparently. I bet you it's because she didn't want to cut off her friends for him. Anywho, whatever. He's a psychopath. And I don't ever want another female to have to go through what I'm going through right now. Because going through what I'm going through right now, like, I'm healing myself from literal mental narcissistic domestic violence. Like, for real. Like, so narcissistic and so, like, manipulative. Like, I can't even explain how manipulative this person is. And honestly, I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed that I ever loved this person. Like, wow. Knowing that all of this is a lie. Like, the entire group of feelings I have for this person based on what he quote-unquote went through is a fucking lie. Every single little thing he told me was a lie. And I know this because after I got off live, me and Ashley talked for like 3 hours. And it was unfucking believable, the things that we were telling each other. We were comparing stories, right? Because he always loved to claim that he was abused and that his dad abused him and they abused all the kids and blah, blah, blah. And we started comparing all of our stories that we heard from him. And it was unfucking believable. It was honestly mind-blowing. How quick, how absolutely manipulative and quick and sly and slick he was, just pulling things out of his ass and that were false, just completely false. Unbelievable. So basically, I now have to sit here and heal myself from a heartbreak of a person who doesn't fucking exist. Who literally doesn't even exist. The person that I was in love with isn't even real. Like, wow. Like, I have to heal my mind and my heart from literal psychosis because of him. Wow. The next person to tell me some shit that's wild, I'm literally not going to believe them, and I hope they're ready for my trust issues, because holy shit. Holy fucking shit, guys. Wow. Wow. Literal fake. Like, 100% fake person. 100%. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And I cannot allow this to happen to another female. Like, this mental healing that I'm gonna have to do is gonna be so ridiculous. Like, yeah, no, I'm not allowing another female to go through this, ever. Ever. This is absolutely wild. Like, and I couldn't fucking sleep last night. I woke up and my stomach immediately hurt. Wow. We were comparing notes, and half the things that he told me Ashley used to do to him, he used to tell me that she used to get mad at him for falling asleep while he was watching movies because he was tired. Turns out it was actually her that was falling asleep, and it was him getting mad at her, and he used to fucking punch her in the ribs over it. Like, wow. And you told me that she used to do that to you to get sympathy, bro. How fucking sick in the head are you that you need to twist the truth to literally get sympathy from someone, one person, an individual? Literally, like, it's not like me, where I'm going and trying to get support from the community because the community has his back because he's a public figure and he's on the board of Outspoken. Okay, cool. You're on the board of an organization that puts on pride. Cool. You're not a celebrity. I don't know why people are protecting you like this, but wow. Unbelievable how many people I've talked to recently that know you and have said openly, including your fucking sister, who is now trying to claim that she's on your side of things. Unbelievable, because I have messages from her and I can't wait to print all them out and take them to court, because even your sister talked so much shit about you and said that you were so toxic and that you have anger issues and that you need help, and she understands if I can't put up with it anymore, and blah blah blah. Your sister said that about you, and yet people are still here protecting you, and she's trying to claim now that she's on your side. And like screenshotted the last couple messages I sent to her and sent them to him, and was like, look what Courtney said about you. Yeah, I said that you need help because you fucking need help. You're literally psychotic. Wow, 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 wow. I cannot wait to have the opportunity to tell my story in fucking public. Like, I am emailing the YWCA every single day until they answer me. Like, wow. I am going to court because I finally filed charges on him for the shit that he did back in January. He almost broke my cheekbone, and it was bruised and I'm pretty sure fractured. We're checking x-rays right now for that. I have to get x-rays sent from back in Portsmouth in Virginia when I had my surgery to compare with the new x-rays. So they're in the process of getting those. But yeah, wow, absolutely wow. He lied about so much and is twisting so much onto me and saying that I've been the abusive one, and literally took pictures of all of his defense, like all the wounds that I caused from me defending myself, basically. Like, he kicked me in the face, and then he went to like try and grab me and tell me like, no, I don't want you to call the cops, blah blah blah. And so when he tried to grab me, I straight up was like, no, like, no, this isn't happening, like, not at all, and pushed him and scratched him to get him off of me because he was, like, trying to grab my shoulder, and he took pictures of all of the defensive wounds that I caused, like the ones that were caused from me defending myself, and claims that I'm the abusive one, and that I'm the one that did all of this to him, and that I've always been abusive, and literally put in his report, as long as she doesn't get help, and she needs serious help, as long as she doesn't get it, she will continue to abuse those who love her. Where did you love me? Because I have so many screenshots of you just telling me that I'm the worst fucking person you've ever dated and that I'm trash. So I would love to see where you actually showed me love. I would love to see that. Even just for a split second, I'd love to see it. I would love to see that. Show me the screenshots that prove that you loved me. Because I have just like 3 or 4 of them, and they were all from the very beginning of our relationship when we were very, very new. And I didn't realize who the fuck you were. Like, unfucking believable. I am shocked. And yeah, wow. And of course my coffee stand is like fucking packed, so I can't get my coffee. There's that. But yeah, no. This guy is a fucking psychopath, and I'm sorry if I'm chain smoking, but I'm stressed the fuck out. I'm so shocked and just, wow. Absolutely wow. Unbelievable. The fact that someone can lie and still have so much support from the community simply because he has a position of power is absolutely ridiculous to me. Like, I have to prove so much now. I literally spent the last 4 hours last night messaging all of my exes and all of my best friends and all of my family members and asking each and every one of them to write a statement of my character and what they dealt with during our relationship, so that I can prove that I've never been this person before and that he's making me out to be this insane, crazy, toxic. Like, I have to go and I have to find my friends proof that I'm not a psychopath in order to uphold my reputation out here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I am so shocked. And I feel so stupid, honestly. Like, I didn't get any sleep, hardly at all last night. I'm so tired. He didn't press charges on me. He just pulled a protection order on me and said that I'm some crazy abusive person and that's why he needs a protection order. But I'm legitimately, like, going to a lawyer on Monday to try and go into the prosecutor's office and get them to look at my proof and listen to my case based on the fact that he already has a felony for domestic violence. Why are you guys still not pressing charges on him? Because my report, I guess when the police make reports out here, the way it works is it gets forwarded to the prosecutor's office. The prosecutor's office then reads through the report and decides whether or not it's worth it to charge them. Because nobody had looked at my proof and the officer didn't even see my proof or didn't listen to my voice recordings or anything, it got forwarded, but it's backlogged by like a week. So they're not even going to get to it till possibly like a week from now. And I'm trying to get these charges pressed now. Like, he already before, when he was going through his court stuff with his ex-wife, was telling me that he was going to get his brother out of the state, like out of the country, like that he was gonna try and flee. So yeah, of course I'm gonna try and get these charges pressed immediately, because he's already a flight risk. He's already admitted he's a flight risk. And he's a public figure that thinks that he has all this power in Spokane, but really all he has power over is Pride. So we emailed all the investors for Pride and told them about what the charges were and attached court paperwork and everything, and asked that he be removed because they have it on their website as being a safe place for families and children and everybody. All inclusive. But yet I'm not allowed to go to events, otherwise Mel throws a fit. So, no. Yeah, no. You're done. I'm over it. I'm sick and tired of sitting here and falsely protecting you and telling people that I'm sorry and that I hurt you when you literally never admit that you have hurt me. Like, everything I have done has been in reaction to you. How can you sit there and say that I'm the crazy fucking psycho if everything that I've done has been in reaction to what you've done to me? And the fact that he's taking pictures of defensive wounds that I, like, bro. I literally used to hear him walk into the room next to me and, like, move stuff around, like, sound like he's moving stuff around, and then he'd come back in with an injury and be like, look what you did to me, look what you did to me, I'm gonna send it to my mom, and I'm gonna tell her that you did it to me, and then we're gonna call the police, and you're gonna go to jail. Like, he would literally tell me those things. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I have never been so manipulated and accused of shit that I haven't done in my entire life. Like, this is a wild situation. I'm just so shocked, like, honestly, like, I never would have expected this from him. I thought at the least, when we told each other that if we ever broke up, we were going to be friends, like, I told him I'll never, like, fuck you over, like, as long as you don't fuck me over. Don't fuck me over, don't ditch me, and I won't ditch you. Turns out everything he told me was a lie, so I should have never even promised that to that person. Like, wow. He told Ashley at one point, when they were still together, right before they, like, went through their divorce, that he's always gonna look for the next person because the next person can set him up better than she can. Unbelievable. I'm shocked, guys. Shook. Okay, guys. Here we go. Here we go. I'm livid. I'm so livid. Hold on, I'm gonna light my cigarette now. Never in my life have I been so lied on and made out to be the bad guy. Like, oh my word, y'all. Wow. Wow. I've been accused of cheating, abusing my own abuser, having a substance abuse problem with alcohol and drugs, apparently, but I've never done fucking drugs. He's the one that claims that he's a recovering addict from meth. So let's really talk about who's the substance abuse person here. And let's also talk about the fact that I quit smoking weed to get this job, and yet you were trying to still get me to smoke. And then when I started smoking up again, then all of a sudden you wanted to say that I have a substance abuse issue. Interesting. Like, I'm having to go back to all of my friends and family and ask them to send me declarations of my character because of how absolutely wild this whole situation is. Like, guys, I have never started a fight and beat someone over it. If I have hit somebody, it's been because they fucking hit me first, and I'm not having that shit. And I don't just allow people to sit there and treat me however the fuck they want. If you hit me, I'm gonna make sure that you can't hit me anymore. Like, I will put you out so that you can't hit me anymore. I will knock you the fuck out so that I know I'm safe. The fact that he's taking pictures of all his wounds, supposedly, from me abusing him, but they're literally all, like you can tell I did them to him by fighting back. Like, they're all defensive. I tried so hard to fight back and get him away from me. Like, you kicked me in the fucking face and I lost my eyesight, and you're gonna sit here and say that I'm the abusive one, that I'm the crazy person, and that I'm the one that needs help, and that I have a substance abuse issue? Like, number one, the only time I've drank in the last year has literally been in the last week. And that's because I'm so mentally fucked up over all this that you're starting with me that I need a fucking break. So yeah, I did go out and drink pretty much every night this week because you drive me fucking insane. You destroyed my entire fucking life, and now you're sitting here claiming that I'm the one that destroyed yours and that I'm the toxic one, that I'm the one that has a substance abuse issue. No, bro. You smoke weed all the time. All the time. There is not 1 second that you aren't high throughout your day. So don't sit there and make me out to be some alcoholic, crazy fucking psycho when you were the one that started all of this in the fucking first place. You kicked me in the face. I started treating you like shit because that's what you deserved at that point. And then now you want to try and whine and cry about poor pity me. No, I got over your shit and I started fighting the fuck back. Unbelievable. But I'm the abusive one, right? I'm the crazy one. I'm the psycho one. He said, she will always continue to abuse the people who love her. When have I ever abused the people I've loved? I'm sorry, but even people in high school that have seen me but not known me very well know that I don't just snap on my friends or my family.
Hello, how may I help you?
Can I get 2 plain cheeseburgers?
Yeah, what else can I get for you?
An apple pie, and that's it.
Alright. Your total's gonna be $4.36. First window, thank you.
Thank you. Like, I'm so livid, y'all. I can't believe this. That he's lying on me so hard. And his ex-wife and I both have the same stories, similar stories, of him literally abusing us, and then when we claimed we were going to call the cops, he went into the other room and caused injuries and then claimed that we did them to him. So it's just amazing to me that someone that's so manipulative and so toxic can get away with so much so easily, but yet the victims are stuck here having to deal with healing our fucking minds and saving our fucking mental health. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable, guys. I'm absolutely floored. So, you guys can just go on all of the Spokane pages that you can find, I guess, and try and get the word out that no one will listen to me and his ex-wife, even though he's convicted of a felony for domestic violence. It's unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
He was literally convicted of domestic violence May 2017. And yet he tries to claim that I'm the abusive one, that I started all of this, that I abused him, that I have a substance abuse issue, that apparently I'm suicidal. Interesting. Apparently I want to kill myself, guys. Maybe I did because of you when you hit me. But I didn't fucking kill myself over it, nor do I just walk around cutting myself all the time. He said that I tried to self-harm. Where? I would love to see the scars. Show me. Where? Bitch, where? Show me. Because right now you sound like a little whiny ass bitch that's mad that I called you out in front of the entirety of Spokane for abusing me when you did, because you're terrified of going to prison. That's what this is about. You're embarrassed over your reputation being tainted. Hold on, I have to pay for my McDonald's, guys. Like, I'm so pissed. So pissed. I'm livid. Thank you. Then he claims I'm harassing him with my domestic violence awareness page, but I'm sorry, you don't get to decide who talks about what you've done to them. It's not illegal to talk about how someone abused you, so good luck with that, bro.
Cheeseburgers and apple pie. Have a great day.
Thank you. Like, he literally took screenshots of my domestic violence page and all the comments that everybody's been making on his profile and swears up and down that I'm harassing him because of this page. But yet, I'm sorry, I'm allowed to tell my fucking story. The fact that you don't want me to tell my story is kind of fishy, though. Because if you have nothing to hide, then what's the big deal? What's the big fucking deal? If you have nothing to hide, then what is the big deal about me talking about what I've been through with you? You're trying to save ass is what you're trying to do, because you know you're about to go to prison, because you know you're about to get these charges. I hope that they aren't, but they've been dragging their fucking feet on this. I mean, like, I have not gotten a call from the prosecutor's office since I filed, and I filed 7 days ago. I filed a whole week ago. So I haven't been contacted by an investigator, by a police officer, nobody. And then everyone keeps telling me when I call and I give them the report number that they can't find it in the system for the prosecuting attorney, which makes me feel like they just dismissed my case, which is fucked up, number one, because I told them I have all of this proof of this throughout our entire relationship, and nobody even saw my proof of all of this. So the fact that now he filed a protection order against me and is lying on my character, saying that I've always been this crazy, abusive, violent person. I'm sorry, but if you've been in high school with me and you're on this live video right now, please tell me if this is valid. Every single time a girl tried to fight me in high school, I literally ran away. I hid. So if I am gonna hide from bitches in high school that tried to fight me in high school, do you think I'm really capable of domestic violence? Like, what? And then he said she always gets so mad and she threatens everybody that makes her upset. I have not threatened anyone, okay? I've told you that I'm filing charges because I have a very valid reason for filing said charges. That's not illegal. It's not illegal to talk about what you've been through. You broke my fucking face almost, and you damaged my eye permanently. I have every right to talk about what you have done. Every fucking right. It's called freedom of speech, and it's actually one of the first couple amendments, bro. So before you want to come at me about how you're some public figure and activist, how about you study the law and figure what the fuck out is really, really, really illegal and what's not? Because you don't seem to know. Maybe you should get your laws checked up on before you start accusing people of shit. Like, unbelievable, guys. I am so floored right now that I'm being accused of being the abusive party, and that I have a substance abuse issue, supposedly, and that
supposedly I'm also suicidal and I self-harm. I'm sorry, guys. Bitch, where? Please. I'd love to see some actual legitimate proof of all of this. Oh, wait! You don't fucking have it because you're a psychopath. Like, wow. What a thought. What a concept, guys. I'm really, really amazed here. I'm just floored at the reality of things. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. You've got me incredibly fucked up. If you think that I'm allowed to sit there and take this shit, nah. No, I'm not taking this shit. I'm gonna tell you about yourself, and I'm gonna tell everyone in Spokane and all of my Instagram followers and everyone for the rest of my life about you. Because you were the worst relationship I've ever been in my entire life. You fucked my mind up. You manipulated me into not reporting things. You got mad at me whenever I said anything even remotely negative about you and said that you have a reputation to uphold and you're a public figure and you can't talk about me like that because I'm a public figure and I have all this power in Spokane. You embarrass me publicly. You've embarrassed me publicly, dude. You literally manipulated me into apologizing publicly for things that I don't fucking have to apologize for because you swore up and down you were getting help. You manipulated me and mind-fucked me into thinking that you were just this amazing fucking person, and come to find out it was all a lie. Every single thing you told me about your past relationships and your childhood was a fucking lie. Unbelievable. I've never lied about my childhood. My parents are awesome, and I grew up adopted, and I had an awesome sister, and I had an amazing family, and all of my relationships in high school were pretty much okay. I never had any major issues till all of a sudden I met someone in the military that was fucked up because of the military and having to go deploy. And then you, some crazy fucking psychopath that just wants to manipulate every single person into thinking that you're just some amazing fucking person, and yet does the same things that you pretend to support causes against in your daily life. Like, you literally sat there and shared so many domestic violence articles for years and years and years, but yet you almost broke my fucking face. Like, wow. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Good job, Mel. You're a really good actor. You're a really good liar. You're an amazing liar. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I woke up sick to my fucking stomach over this shit. Unbelievable. Yeah, well, I'm going to start talking about it, and I'm going to start being very, very vocal about it, because I think it's funny that out Spokane and all of his friends want to try and hide what he's done for me and tell me that I'm just some crazy psychopathic person that's just the abusive party. Nah, I am done taking the fucking blame for every single little tiny thing in our relationship. I'm done. We have been broken up for several months. You broke up with me actually in May over Facebook, and then claimed we were still dating, but anytime I brought up the fact that you were texting somebody, you wanted to say, oh, I'm single, we're not together. You're making excuses. Like, you literally pull shit out of your ass and expect people to believe it, and the sad part about it is, a lot of people are fooled. Wow. They're not very smart, obviously. If two women have come forward and said that this person is abusive in a relationship, and they are the two most recent relationships that this person has had, probably a good indication that those people are telling the truth. Duh. I'm over it. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. I'm gonna start telling everyone my story, and I'm gonna start talking about it, because I deserve to heal from this, And I think by talking about it, that's what helps me heal. Because I talk through my trauma, and then I get support, and then I feel fine, and I'm great. Unfucking believable. It's absolutely wild, guys. I'm floored. Good thing I have people from years and years and years ago writing statements of character on me. Actually, guys, for those of you that are on and actually want to help me, what you guys can do is go to my very last post and comment what you feel my character has been over the last several years. Say something like, I started following Courtney in, and then put a year, and then just tell me, how have I been? Have you guys ever seen me have serious substance abuse issues, with the exception of this past week, me going out to the bar? Have you guys ever seen me threaten anyone with a weapon? Have you guys ever seen any court information on me posted in any of my hate pages? Have you ever... Let's see, let's just throw all the options out there. That way, they can really see that I'm not a crazy fucking psychopath. Because I'm done. I'm over taking the blame. You damn straight are not going to use the same exact words that I used about you to describe me. Unbelievable. And everyone on that board of Outspoken is a shitty person. Except for Maddie. I think his name is Ethan. Or Evan. Whoever the Hispanic guy is that did their social media app video. He's fine. He's a good person. And so is Maddie. Maddie's a good person. Everyone else, though, on that board is a seriously fucked up individual. First of all, William Red has previous stuff under his belt for, like, not pedophilia, but sexual assault of a minor or whatever. Jenny Siebert, Mel claims raped him. So you guys are both on the board, but yet you claim that she raped you. Interesting. And then Bridget and Maureen are a couple, and they were on the board, and Bridget used to be president. Bridget had her shit together. Bridget was the only one that I actually liked out of all of them. And Maureen was just a crazy fucking control freak, wanted to be a part of everything, and had to have opinions on everything, and if she didn't get what she wanted from Pride, she'd whine and cry and say, oh, this is stupid. It's a dumb idea. It's dumb. You guys are all shitty people if you're worried about Pride being about you. Pride is about everyone enjoying not being judged for one day. It's not for you guys. It's not for the recognition of putting on Pride. And if that's what you guys are doing on the board, that's how you know what personality these people are and how fucking greedy and toxic these people are, because all they want is recognition, but they don't want it to actually be safe for everyone. They only want it to be safe for the people that they want to have fun. Unbelievable, guys. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm literally mind blown right now. Mind is blown. And I can't believe he used my exact words. He said, She needs serious help, and if she doesn't get it, she will always abuse the people that love her. You started verbally abusing me long before we were even engaged. My parents used to hear you yell at me from downstairs, 3 floors up in the house. They used to tell me to leave you all the fucking time because of the way you yelled at me. So I would love to see you accuse me of being the crazy fucking psychopath, because I have so much proof that shows that you were. And he wrote down all these instances, right? Because whenever you file a protection order, you have to tell, like, what is a specific incident in which you believe that you need this protection order. His reason was, one of these days, I had a bunch of voice recordings from. And his reasoning was that I supposedly drive 90 in a 60, which would not happen because cops are crazy out here, and I already have a bunch of tickets on my driving record. So if they saw me driving like that, they definitely would have pulled me over. Second of all, it was my day off, and you forced me into going to get your car fixed at my own work. And then while we were there, a coworker said hi to me, and you bitched at me for the coworker saying hi to me and started a fight over it. So you started the fucking fight, and then continued it the whole way home, and continued verbally abusing me, claims that I abused him the whole way home. But I have a video and a voice recording of me in my room and him coming in after all of this was over. Like, I was laying in the bed, and I started recording on my phone because I knew he was going to come in and talk to me, and I thought he was going to yell at me, so I started recording. He comes in and goes, "Are you not going to fix this?" I said, "There's nothing for me to fix. Why should I have to fix anything when you've been the one verbally abusing me this entire time?" And he goes, "I know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." So in the voice recording, you openly admit that you were the one verbally abusing me, but yet in your statement, you're going to claim that I was the one abusing you. But yet at this point when I recorded, my voice is completely rational. They lie through their fucking teeth. He had his friend write on a statement, a lie. I can't believe this. I have never been lied on so badly like this. I have never been lied on so badly. And then in the letter, he said that, he said he blocked me in July, right? He said, "I blocked Courtney from all social media in July," which he did. He blocked me, and I guarantee you it was so that he could set up his life on the side and escape before he got in trouble. But he swears up and down that he blocked me in July and was done with me, right? Then why did you ask to come smoke with me and then tell me I was a shady piece of shit when I went to the movies by myself 2 weeks ago? In August. Not even that. No, it was September. In September. So you're telling me you were done with me in July, but yet all September you were messaging me telling me, "I love you, I miss you in Shiloh, I want to see Shiloh, I want to come smoke and see Shiloh." No, you weren't done with me. You weren't done with me, and guess what? I have tons of proof of this. I'm going to screenshot every fucking thing and show everyone. Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of being lied on. I have never been an abusive person. I've been a mad person, a frustrated person, sure. Whenever someone has
blamed me for something that hasn't been my fault or accused me of stuff that I haven't been doing, yeah, it's frustrated me, but that would frustrate anyone to be accused of shit that they literally haven't done. Now you're claiming legally that I've done shit. No. You have a felony for domestic violence, Mel. Let's look at who really has the record here. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable, guys. I have never been lied on so bad in my life. Well, okay, so the police said that they have to forward the case number to the prosecutor's office, and that the prosecutor's office is supposed to get back in contact with me. But I have a feeling the reason why it's so backlogged is because I didn't report it until a month ago. And reporting things after the fact is really, really hard to get proof of. So I have all this proof of me going to my counselor and going to the YWCA for their rapid rehousing program, which is their domestic violence rapid rehousing program. Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Like, who is protecting you? Someone's protecting you, and I'm going to find out who the fuck it is, because there's no way. You already have a strike one felony for this, and they haven't gotten back to me in over a week. Like, and I've continued making reports because I'm going to have a record of report numbers to take up to the courthouse when I go for court on the 26th, and I'm going to show them. I made calls on each of these days, and I requested the reports. So in 4 or 5 days, when they get all of these processed and they actually send them out, I'm going to have the actual physical police reports to take to the courthouse to show them, look, this is exactly what I said in the call. I even then requested the 911 calls. I requested audio and transcripts of my 911 calls and also my police reports. Because at this point, I have to prove that he's a fucking liar. Yeah, and like, this guy already has like taken pictures of his injuries that I caused to him from fighting back when he's abused me. Like, how are you going to sit there and claim that those injuries were me just coming at you out of nowhere? I'm not like that. I'm not an angry person like that. Yeah, he has a felony for DV, and apparently me and Ashley, his ex-wife, both looked up the laws, and there's no law on someone holding a non-profit position with a felony. I think that needs to change. Yeah, they are black and white, and you can't even really see the picture, so I can tell that they were copies of actual pictures that he printed out. So he probably gave the originals to them and then gave me copies. But I have all of this proof that I never even got to show them, so I'm damn straight gonna print out all of this shit that I have, and I'm gonna send in an email whenever this prosecutor attorney gets back to me all of these audio recordings that I have and all of this stuff and all of his paperwork, because I have his court paperwork too. I'm gonna post that on fucking Instagram since he wants to whine and cry and claim that I'm harassing him. I'm not harassing you, dude. I'm telling people what the fuck I went through because I have 100% right to do that. It would be a completely different story if I was telling people, go slash his tires, go do this, go do that. That would be illegal, okay? That's what would be illegal. But me talking about my story and telling people what the fuck I went through and what I did and what you did to me is not illegal. I tried to call the prosecutor's office and say, like, look, I have a bunch of proof if that helps at all to prove that I do actually have a case here. And she said, well, it has to go to them first. So I don't know how to get by this at this point.
I'm about to start a fucking petition, honestly, because this is absolutely ridiculous that the biggest victim right now is me, and I'm having to prove my own character by going back to all of my exes and all of my friends and all of my family members and asking them to write statements of character because he's a fucking psychopath. Like, exactly. So as soon as I filed a protection order, all of a sudden he wants to file a protection order. So is that saying that you were not scared about me a month ago, but all of a sudden you're terrified? Why are you all of a sudden scared? Why are you all of a sudden scared of me when you weren't scared of me 2 weeks ago, you know? I am. I tried, but, you know, it's the weekend, so I can't really do anything right now, unfortunately. But I'm going to be calling every single day next week and trying to rush them on it. And I'm going into the prosecutor's office with my lawyer on Monday. So, yeah. But I'm going to post this to my story, guys, and I'm also going to post a couple more things throughout the day, so keep in touch with my story.
And then this last live is just Courtney with her daughter Shiloh at the pharmacy, talking about how she's taking care of herself because she's picking up her script and she is medicating herself and whatnot.
Okay, guys. Here we go. So, I went to pick up Shiloh from school. Say hi, Shy.
Hi, Sean.
Not such... Wow. And now I'm waiting for my prescription to be done at this stupid drive-thru pharmacy. But I wanted proof that I am at a pharmacy right now, guys, picking up my prescription that I've been on for the last 3 months. So, since my ex likes to claim that I'm some crazy psycho that doesn't go to counseling and isn't medicated, wow, look, I'm right here at the pharmacy. What a concept. Wow. And guess who's going to go and drive over there and pick up her prescription as soon as it's ready? Courtney Michelle. And you know what? I'll even do you one better. I'll post my prescription after I pick it up. That way, I have proof that I actually did go. Wow.
Now, these are some of the screenshots that we're taking of her story just throughout the week. And she talks about Mel and their organisation Outspoken, which is meant to fight for gay rights, I believe. And it kind of has me shocked that any organisation would have someone, like, as a secretary that's been convicted of child abuse. Like, I don't understand this. Like, I feel like it is a really bad move for any sort of corporation or organisation to do something like that. Now, personally, I don't give a shit what organisation you have, like what it's supporting. I'll tell you now, though, if someone on your board is abusing children in any way, have been convicted of abusing children, there is no fucking way I will ever support you. And I would be shocked that anyone else would ever want to. So I cannot understand why they wouldn't ask her to stand down or not even have her be invited on the board in the first place, because obviously that's an old article. Now, I'm not denying that Courtney comes across as absolutely batshit crazy in her lives, but I think that Mel is contributing to a lot of this because, you know, Courtney put herself out there. She was vulnerable. She told her that she loved her still. She apologised. And then for Mel to turn around and be like, yeah, my girlfriend helped me take the Post-its off and, you know, we were laughing at you. Like, that is really disrespectful. You don't do that shit. I want to know what everyone thinks. Like, I'm not against Courtney on this one. I don't know. I kind of believe that Mel is a bit of a narcissist, but I think they're equally as bad as each other. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's Mel's the problem, Courtney's the problem, or do you think they're both just as bad as each other? So I'm just going to leave it at that. But here are some of the screenshots of what's been posted on my page during the week and some of the followers' comments in regards to Courtney.